No, I mean, it's, football is a violent sport, and things like that happen. I felt a lot better this time around than last time, and, felt symptom free all week. But, obviously I was put in the protocol, and that's just part of it. So, just followed those rules and got through as fast as I can, and had no speed bumps or anything in the way. So I got through it pretty quick, and was fortunate enough, to practice these last 2 days.
He was, we've asked him about, any concerns about putting you back on the field because of that. Just from a player safety standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
there's so much attention paid to this
Mm-hmm.
today rather than in years past. Obviously, you as a player, you want to play,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's your instinct. But at what point does, from your perspective, your own safety as a human being, come into your thought process?
Yeah. I mean, as like you said, a competitor, I want to be out there. Always if I'm cleared and they say I'm okay, then I always want to be out there and be ready to go. But like I said, it's things you can't prevent. Sometimes when these things happen, it's a violent sport, but that's coach's decision as well. And he's a big part of that, and obviously Joe and the training room and them talking to me, but. My thought is always, just get healthy. If something happens, get back out there and be ready to go. And with this situation, obviously, like you said, there's a lot of emphasis on concussions in the NFL. But my thought process is if I'm cleared and I feel all right and I'm ready to go, then I want to be out there.
Cody, guys in the past have told us, when they have multiple concussions in a season, let alone a short amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of have to talk it through with, family. I know
Mm-hmm.
you have, mom and dad, or
Yeah.
and you have a girlfriend. I mean, is any of that going on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they were concerned for me and making sure I was okay. But like I said, this one wasn't as bad as last time. I felt symptom free all week. But yeah, I mean, they're obviously concerned about me. Not just about football, but outside of that, as me as being healthy. But they trust me too, and I let them know and tell them I'm okay and let them know that I'm fine. And like I said, just throughout the whole week, went through the protocol and had. No hiccups or anything that slowed me down, so I felt fine, and fortunately I was cleared and ready to get back out here.
That's weird because it seemed like the first concussion, the hit on the second one was
Mm-hmm.
worse than the first one.
Yeah, and that's what I asked him. I said, I feel fine. I don't feel the symptoms as I did last time. And Joe and some of the doctors just say, everyone's different. Everything, every concussion, every time you get one is different, which I understood. But this time, I think initially it was like I said a little more violent. But after that, going through the protocol week and even that night, I felt fine and felt a lot better.
If they decide to start RG
Mm-hmm.
these last 4 games, or some of these last 4 games, do you feel like you've had enough opportunity to show that you deserve to be the guy here?
Yeah, I mean that's obviously coach's decision, but I know that I just went out there and did everything I could and played as hard as I could and put everything I had on the field. And as a competitor, you want to be out there, every chance you get. But like I said, whatever coach decides, if it is that way, then I'm going to be a great teammate and stay locked in and stay prepared all week and continue to prepare as I have. And I felt that I've learned a lot of things this year as well. That some things gone well, some things not so much, and you learn from them as a player and especially as a rookie. You want to get those reps, and I was fortunate enough to get them, and understand the game and understand what to do and what not to do. And I think if anything, though, this year's benefited me a lot. Being able to learn and different situations and playing against different teams.
It was kind of a weird play when you got hurt. Shazier's
Mhm.
pulling you down.
Mhm.
Timmons comes over top. They flag Timmons. They don't fine him.
Mhm.
Did Timmons hit you?
I'm not sure. I think it was so quick, kind of a bang bang play. When I went down, and obviously I hit the ground a little bit harder than anything. But no, I mean I don't remember exactly, but it's football. You're going to get hit. Guys are out there, and it's a violent game. But obviously Corey made a great play on the ball and caught the ball, but unfortunately, I was a little out of it when I got hit and had to come out. But no, I mean it was nothing happened. It was just a normal hit and going at it and guys being competitive.
Hugh said that obviously the bye week he's going to have an opportunity to do some self scouting.
Mhm.
How about for you? How would you self scout your performance so far and what you've been able to do and what you haven't been able to do?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's been some highs and some lows and things to learn from. But like I said, I think the biggest thing for me was just the learning process and being able to learn and get different situations and different things that happen. And for me, being able to watch these last games that I've played in, watch film on them and learn from them and continue to prepare if it's this year or next year, whatever it may be. Just learn from it. And obviously the biggest thing I've always told you guys is to win. And wanting to win games and. Unfortunately, we came close a couple of times, but that didn't happen. But it's just a learning process, you know, and you can't get frustrated with it. You got to keep pushing and keep moving on. And like I told you guys when I talked to Derek, you know, just going through it and continue to just stay at it, just stay with it.
That stretch starting with the 2 games in the short week,
Mm-hmm.
and then the one you got hurt in. I mean, that was a rough stretch, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get through that? Was that the toughest stretch of competition you've been through?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously some divisional games, you know, and there's some very good teams in this division, you know, and unfortunately, like I say, you know, we didn't get those games and we came up short, but like I say, it's a learning process, and obviously there's things I always want to do better in games. There's always things I want to do well and fix, but there's, like I said, positives as well coming out of it, you know, and it may not look like it from the outside looking in, but as a competitor, and as a guy, you know, that I've always prided myself in working hard, doing everything I can to get better, you learn from it, you know, and you know, hopefully get better from it.
What are you doing during the bye?
I'm going to go back home or back to California and train out there in LA for a little bit and get some workouts in and then come back ready to go.
For a quarterback, the thinking, reacting, all those type of things, the internal clock and that, how have you progressed in that regard? Are you out there doing more thinking than maybe you think you should, or
Yeah, I think just the thing for me too is talking with Pep, you know, and continuing to grow in this offense is, you know, being 100% control of it, you know, and understanding it, and I feel like I'm really getting there, you know, and obviously there's still more steps that I want to take to be in complete control, but each week, like I said, you know, I've just learned from different things and what works well and what you can do in different situations, and you know, within the offense, you know, how you have success in this offense, what you need to do for that, but you know, I look at every game, you know, every play, you know, all the film I watch, you know, self-scout myself is something that, okay, I write it down, you know, I want to do this better, this worked well, or, you know, get the ball out on time on this play, or, you know where the guy's going to be on different situations, and, you know, you just put it all together, and it helps you, you know, continue to grow.
Cody, it'd be easy for guys to pack it in at 0-12. How confident are you that this group's going to fight to the end?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. You know, that's how competitive these guys are, and the want to and the will and everything is there. And, you know, you never see anybody get down on this team. And we have some great leadership on this team and guys that love the game, you know, and everyone on this team is working towards a common goal. And that's obviously to get a win and continue, you know, to build this organization and build this team. And you know, I'm just so proud to be part of it, you know, and it's tough. And obviously the record isn't what we want it to be, but, you know, the work ethic, the guys coming in every day and working as hard as I can is awesome, and especially me as a rookie and some of the other rookies, seeing these older guys continue to work, and, you know, for example, Joe Thomas, the guy that you know, continues to be out there each week, each game, and just really has a great, you know, leadership character about him, and it's awesome to watch him and learn from him.
How much do you attribute that to just general character of this group, and how much is that part of this culture change that they've tried to push?
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of guys on this team that, you know, obviously just great character, guys that want to win, guys that want to play hard, want to work hard, and work together, you know, and continue to work for a common goal. But a lot of that is, you know, the Haslams and Coach Jackson and Sashi and everyone that you know is really involved with this program. And Coach Jackson, you know, is a great coach. You know, he's an amazing coach, and obviously we're all frustrated, you know, with the record, but everything that he says in every team meeting, you know, he's always a guy that's energetic and ready to go and very positive. And as a team, you love that, you know, obviously from your head coach, and continue to trust in him and continue to grow.
So when you go home and some friends say to you, 0-12, what the heck's going on back there? What's the first thing you're going to say to them?
I probably wouldn't talk to him. You know, that's you know, it's the guys in this locker room, you know, and I'm not worried about, you know, what they're going to say or what anyone else is going to say. And people can say whatever they want, you know, obviously, and that's part of the game. But, you know, for me is what's in this locker room and trusting these guys and continue to learn with them. And, you know, we're surrounded with a great team and a great group of guys. And, you know, you really don't know that unless you're on the inside and you're inside the locker room, inside those team meetings. And, you know, we're obviously there every day. And, you know, this team is, you know, a bunch of guys that are fighters and they continue to work hard.
do you have any family members that play Monday morning quarterback after a game, or be like, "Hey, Cody, man, you almost had that," or
No.
do you get any of that from
No,
your
no.
family and friends?
I've had my family's really good with knowing, you know, obviously the line between the football, talking football, but also just when I'm back around them, you know, just talking to me as a family member or as a friend. And I have a lot of great support, obviously coming from Bakersfield, and you know, I'm very proud of that. And I have a lot of people out there that you know, even after, you know, a tough game or something, that are sending me love and texting me and calling me and just being very supportive. So I'm very fortunate, you know, with the family I have here, you know, with the Browns, and also the family I have back at home.